Very good evening. Today we are going to discuss about state level SSLC preparatory exam 2 2025 social science. Okay, English medium model key answers. So let's start without wasting any time. So first question. First question main number, it's multiple choice questions. Total 8 multiple choice questions they asked for 8 marks. First question. The newspaper Kesari was published by, okay, option A Gandhiji, option B Dadabhai Nauroji, option C Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and option D Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Then its right answer option C Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Then second one, the doctrine of lapse policy was implemented by Cornwallis, Dalhousie, Wellesley, Warren Hastings. Then its right answer Dalhousie. Option B, right answer. Then third one, the port that is called the Gateway of India is Kolkata, Goa, New Mangalore, Mumbai. Then it's right answer, Gateway of India, Mumbai. Then fourth one, the purpose of Article 24 of our Constitution: prohibition of untouchability, prohibition of dowry, prohibition of child labor, prohibition of child marriage. Then its right answer option C, prohibition of child labor. Then fifth one, truly the whole mankind is one, is declared by Ranna, Pampa, Janna, Ponna. Then its right answer option B, Pampa. Then sixth one, the chairman of UPSC is appointed by the president, the vice president, the prime minister, the governor. Then its right answer the president. President appoint the chairman of UPSC. Question number 7. The example of direct tax among the following is option A import and export tax, goods and service tax, foreign travel tax, wealth tax. Then here direct tax comes under under direct tax, which one? Wealth tax. Then 8th one, the significance of 15th March is the World Consumer Rights Day, the World Human Rights Day, the World Environment Day, the World Population Day. Then its right answer option A, the World Consumers Day. Then question main number 2, answer the following questions in a sentence, each carrying 1 mark. Total 8 questions are there for 8 marks. 9th one, why did Francisco de Almeida implemented blue water policy? To establish the supremacy over the sea instead of land. Okay, he implemented a blue water policy. What was the main reason for rebellion of Bedas of Halgali? The British banned the usage of weapons. The British asked to surrender their firearms. 11th one question, who is the father of public administration? Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson. 12th one question, what is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is a process of action of an entrepreneur who undertakes the establish of his enterprise. Then 13th one, Sir M. Vishwesvaraya is called the father of economic planning in India. Why? Modern planning was first conceived in India by Bharat Ratna Sir M. Vishwesvaraya. In 1934, he published a book titled Planned Economy for India, in which he stressed the need for planning to achieve economic development in India. 14th one question, which area receives the highest recorded rainfall in India? Its answer, Mawsynram region of Meghalaya receives the highest recorded rainfall in India. Question number 15, prohibition of prenatal gender determination test act is in force. Why? In order to stop sex determination tests for fetuses through modern technology. Why is aluminium called the wonder metal of the 20th century? Aluminium is used in various purposes and types. Question main number 3, answer the following questions in 2 to 4 sentences or points each carrying 2 marks. Total 8 questions are there for 16 marks. Then 17th one question, India has always advocated a universal human right. How? Advocated a universal human rights, oppose operations. Then advocating a protection of human rights in United Nations General Assembly, Fundamental rights are guaranteed in India's constitution. India opposes genocide against all forms of exploitation. India tries to protect human rights through United Nations and other global organizations. Established a National Human Rights Commission, State Human Rights Commission in this regard. Then for this question they asked another one R-type question. You can able to write any one. The smuggling is dangerous to national interest. How? Dangerous to national interest, undesirable financial activities, the nation's industries suffer, markets suffer, fluctuation in prices of domestic goods, anti-national activity, there will be tax evasion. 18th one question. Briefly explain about Chipko movement. The government gave permission to chop down certain trees in Tehri, Garhwal district of Uttarakhand. Then next, the people there realized that there will be loss of trees. Then realized their environment will be destroyed. Then so they hugged the trees and halted their destruction. In 1973, under the leadership of Sri Sundarlal Bahugun and Sri Chandi Prasad Bhatt, okay, then as a result, the permission given to chop down the trees was withdrawn. Okay, for this question they asked another one R-type question. Explain the causes of child marriage. Okay, gender discrimination, lack of education, lack of proper implementation of law, dowry system, lack of community participation, lack of child development programs, traditions and customs, superstitions, child trafficking, child labor. Okay, 19th one question. How was Hyderabad merged into Indian Union? Answer. Hyderabad under the Nizam's rule with the intention of remaining independent. The Nizam refused to join the Union of India. Armed struggle of the farmers of Telangana under the leadership of communists. The Nizam cruel army, the Razakar, severe hatred against Razakar. The Indian government sent an army, defeated the Nizam. Hyderabad joined the Union of India in 1948. Question number 20. Write about a dual government system in Bengal. Answer. In 1765, Robert Clive brought in dual government, implementing in Bengal. As per this, the British had the right to collect land taxes, whereas the Nawab had power over administrative issues like justice and other. Okay, question number 21. Mention the effects of floods. Loss of shelter, loss of property, loss of crops, affecting telecommunication, affecting electric supply, trees are destroyed, damage to transport facilities, washing away the fertile soil, leads to dangerous diseases. Question number 22. Explain the features of Shivalik range. Explain the features of Shivalik range. These hills are the most recent formations. These are located in the southern part. They have a lesser height. They are also called the foothills of the Himalayas. These hills have narrow strips of plains or valleys which are called dunes. For example, Dehradun, Kota, Patli, Chaukamba, Udhampur and Kotli. There are about 600 to 1500 above the sea level. Okay, question number 23. The pre-harvest technology influenced the green revolution. How? Answer. Usage of a highly yielding variety seeds, use of chemical fertilizers, supply of water, use of pesticides, irrigation facilities, use of sprinkler and drippers, use of improved technology, protection from diseases. What are the objectives of Consumer Protection Act? See then, the act accords importance for safety and quality, avoiding production and sale of dangerous goods, prevention of trade malpractices in the market, supervision of quality, weight, measure and prices, compensating the consumers, creating awareness, reasonable prices through healthy competition, ensure quality goods and services. Then question main number 5. Answer the following questions in 6 sentences are points each carrying 3 marks. Total 9 questions are there. Okay, 9 3s are 27 marks. So 25th question, the 19th century in India history is referred as the period of Indian Renaissance. Renaissance. Justify. Indian contact with the Western civilization, English education, growth of rationalism, questioning superstitions and the contradictions in their traditions, growth of scientific outlook, introduction of Western thoughts, ideas of democracy, freedom and equality. Indians were enlightened by Western education, efforts of social reforms supported by British administrators. For this question, they asked another R-type question. Subsidiary alliance helped the British to control the Indian states. Justify. Indian states under the control through this policy. Then the maintenance of the army become easy. The Indian states were subjected to serve economic exploitation. Many kingdoms were annexed. Hyderabad was the first state to enter into this agreement. Later Mysore, Awadh, Tanjavur, Maratha kingdom, Berar, Arcot, Pune, Gwalior, they implemented this law. Increase the extension of the British rule. The subsidiary alliance control Indian prominence. Question number 26. List out the types of land use. Okay, net sown area, use of land for purpose other than cultivation. Okay, fallow land, then grassland, uncultivated land. For this question, they asked another type question. List out the factors influencing the location of industries. Availability of raw materials, energy resources, market, transport facility, availability of labor, port facility, land availability at low cost, technology, government policies, etc. And factors influencing the location of industry vary from one type of industry to another. This question they asked it several times in your previous exams. 27th one. How are bank accounts helpful for the people? Explain. This is also very important question. Maximum time repeated in your exam. Bank account facilities a safe custody of money. Bank account helps in making payments. Bank account helps in collection of money. Bank account holders get advance and loans. Bank account helps in smooth financial transactions. Bank account holders get a safe deposit lockers facilities. Then bank advance money to agriculture, industry, trade and other sections of the society. For this question, they asked another one question, R-type question. How are entrepreneurs helpful for the economic development? Explain. This is also important. In previous exams several times they asked. These are all repeated questions. Entrepreneurs promote capital formation by mobilizing the ideal saving of the citizens. They employ resources for setting up their enterprises. Entrepreneurs provide large scale employment to artisans, technically qualified persons and professionals. Entrepreneurs help the country to increase the gross domestic product, GDP, and per capita income. Entrepreneurs encourage effective mobilization of skills, bring in new products and services and develop market for growth of the economy. Then entrepreneurs enable the people to avail better quality goods at lower prices, which results in the improvement of their standard of living. Entrepreneurs promote development of industries, reducing a concentration of income and wealth. Entrepreneurs promote countries' export trade. Entrepreneurs work in an environment of a changing technology and try to maximize profits by innovations. They help to remove regional disparities by industrializing rural and backward areas. Development of agriculture and service sector, nurturing economic growth and development. Okay, 28th question. What is the role of Panchayat Raj institutions in the rural development? Answer. Panchayat Raj institutions play a major role enabling the rural people to participate in rural development. It is help to provide the basic facilities, encouraging the education. It develops human resources, encourage the small scale rural and cottage industries. Village head should maintain the peace and order. Then more employment opportunities, nurturing the rural productive activities of agriculture, cattle rearing, poultry, fisheries, social forestry, etc. Extending irrigation facilities. Then development of agriculture, establishment of food processing units can be encouraged for generation of employment, and alleviation of property can be implemented effectively. Then Manrega, MGNREGP, Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Project, and SGSY, Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana. Various housing programs like Indira Awas Yojana, Ambedkar Valmiki Housing Program, Ashray Yojana, Basava Yojana. Then through Suvarna Gramodaya Yojana, basic facilities can be enhanced. The public distribution system provided food grains, social welfare programs for old people, the disabled, widows, mentally retarded people, etc. To help all the self-help groups of women can be brought together. Social and cultural activities can be encouraged. Thus, Panchayat Raj institutions play a significant role in the overall development of rural areas. Okay. How much required to your answer? That much you have to practice. For this question, they asked another one R-type question. What are the aspects of non-tax revenue of the central government? The net profit earned by the Reserve Bank of India, the net profit generated by the Indian Railways, the revenue generated by the Department of Post and Telecommunication, the revenue generated by the public sector industries, the revenue generated by the coins and mints, various types of fees and penalties. Question number 29. The UNO has achieved in establishing world peace and solving problems. Substantiate. Establishing world peace, resolved Korean conflicts, resolved Suez Canal crisis, resolved Vietnam problems, working for the solution of Kashmir, working for Palestine-Israel dispute, efforts towards the goal of disarmament, declaration of universal human rights, efforts to end apartheid, efforts to end imperialism and colonialism, and striving to prevent ill effect of global warming, trying to eradicate communicable and non-communicable diseases, solving economic crisis, trying to solve financial and international trade related problems through World Bank, IMFO and WTO, okay, International Monetary Fund and World Trade Organization. Question number 30. What are the difference between organized and unorganized sector workers? Organized sector workers. See, works in organized sectors, guided by rules and regulation, get fixed wages, pay taxes, get medical facility, pension facility. They have specific hours of work, specific educational qualification, day-to-day work are recorded in written form. Unorganized workers work in unorganized sector, not guided by rules and regulation, not get fixed wages, not pay taxes, not get medical facility, no pension facilities. They have not specific hours of work. There are no special qualifications. Day-to-day work is not recorded in written form. Question number 31. Explain the importance of features of a Government of India Act 1919. This act is also called as a Montego-Chelmsford Reforms Act, argued in favor of providing more representation to Indians in the matter of administration. He was in favor of allowing people's participation in the formation of government gradually. Act formulated by cameral legislative body, lower house and upper house were formed. Diarchy was allowed at a provincial governments. A high commissioner was appointed for India. Promised to improve local self-government. Provincial budget was separated from central budget. Separate electoral college was extended for Muslims, Sikhs, Anglo-Indians and Europeans. Question number 32. What were the results of Second World War? Okay, it's also very important question, repeated several times. Witnessed the maximum deaths and injuries. Social and political changes in the entire world. United Nations Organization replaced the League of Nations. USA, Russia, China, Britain and France become the permanent members of UNO. Russia and USA become the most aggressive rival countries. Cold War began. Britain, France lost many colonial establishments. Many colonial establishments become independent. USA used nuclear weapon on Japan. Nuclear arm race started. Question number 33. Soil erosion leads to many problems. How? Answer. Soil erosion leads to accumulation of silt in the river beds, thereby causing floods. With accumulation of silt, river course changing direction of river's course. Due to accumulation of silt, the storage capacity of the reservoirs and lakes get reduced. Due to soil erosion, the volume of water percolating down gets reduced. Natural springs dry up, vegetation dry up. Loss of fertility of the soil, agricultural productivity is reduced, groundwater reduced, drought increase, harm of vegetation. Okay, now question main number 5. Answer the following questions in about 8 sentences or points each carrying 4 marks. Total 4 questions are there for 16 marks. 34th question. Explain the role of Subhash Chandra Bose in Indian freedom struggle. The efforts of Subhash Chandra Bose are paralleled or milestone. Revolutionary fighter, 4th rank in the Indian civil service examination. He rejected the prestigious post in British service, took an active part in the Indian freedom struggle. He was popularly called Netaji, organized Indian in abroad, travelled Vienna, Berlin, Rome, Istanbul and other countries to organize Indian for support their motherland. Nehru Subhash Chandra Bose established Congress Socialist Party in 1934. He was the president at Haripur session of the Indian National Congress in 1938. A difference of opinion arose between Gandhiji and Subhash Chandra Bose. Bose objected to Gandhiji not request international help. President at the Tripuri Indian National Congress session in 1939. The gap between Gandhiji and Subhash widened. Stay within the Congress and fight the British suffered a setback. Disappointed with Congress and Gandhiji's techniques, Netaji left the Congress and established a separate party called Forward Bloc. This party aimed to bring in progressive, fast changes. He opposed India's participation in World War II on the side of the British. As a result, he was arrested by the British, escaped from house arrest and left for Germany. He gained the support of the German dictator Hitler. Then next, establish an army with the help of Indian war criminals in Germany. Through Azad Hind Radio, he broadcast his speeches to the Indians. Ras Bihari Bose gave up the leadership of the INA to Subhash Chandra Bose at Tokyo. He gave the call, Delhi Chalo, said, "Give me blood, I will give you freedom." Ladies wing in the INA named Jhansi Regiment. Captain Lakshmi was the commandant of this regiment. Planned a military strategy through Rangoon to capture Delhi. They began an armed attack on the Burma border. Fierce fighting took place between the British and the INA. In the midst of, Subhash died in a plane accident. For this question, they asked another one R-type question. Explain the achievements of Krishna Raja Wadiyar. For this is several times repeated question. VVIMP. Okay. Krishna Raja Wadiyar 4 assumed power legally in 1902. Under his rule, the Diwan rendered a selfless service, interested in spreading education, abolished fees in primary schools, helped girls' education, established Mysore University, established Indian Institute of Science. Scholarship was given to education for foreign countries. Special attention for development of irrigation. A barrage was constructed across Kaveri River near Belgula. New railway lines were laid. Legislative council was formed. Many small and large scale industries were started. Iron and steel factory, cement factory, paper mills at Bhadravati, sugarcane factory at Mandya, sandal oil factory at Mysore, soap factory at Bangalore, chemical and fertilizers factory at Belagula, and so on. And encourage the musicians, fine arts and architecture, like Shama Shastri M. ಹಿರಣ್ಣಯ್ಯ, ವೀನೇಶೇಷಣ್ಣ, ಸಂಭಯ್ಯ, ಬೀದರಾಮ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪ, ಮುತ್ತಯ್ಯ, ಭಗವತಾರ್, ವಾಸುದೇವಾಚಾರ್ಯ, ಟಿ ಚೌಡಯ್ಯ, Pitil Chadaya we call. Krishnaraja Vadiyar IV was a simple, natured and efficient administrator. Mysore became model state due to his administration. Mahatma Gandhi called him Rajarshi or Rajarshri. Question number 35. How did the first war of Indian independence influence Indians? This is also very important, several times repeated question. Rule of East India Company ended. Okay, then the administration was taken over directly by the government, directly by to the Queen of England. Then the administration responsibility was handed over to the Secretary of India Affairs in British Parliament. In 1858, the Queen of England made a declaration. The agreement made by the East India Company with the King were accepted. Ambitious expansion plans had to be given up. A stable government had to be provided to Indians. There would be equality before law, promised religious tolerance, not to interfere in religious matters. In British realized that peaceful rule was not possible without support, trust and confidence of the Indians. Then this gives a new route to Indian freedom movement. Indians understood the inevitability of finding alternative routes to obtain freedom from the British. Then establishing many organizations, administrative changes, people organized themselves to protect their interests. The involvement of Indians in process of lawmaking began through the Act of 1861. The new educated class emerged, established the Indian National Congress. Question number 36. Forests are important resource to both man and environment justify. Okay. This is also previously asked question, but the way of asking question they changed here only. Pure air, food and fodder is provided. It brings a good rainfall. It controls the soil erosion. It is the shelter house for animal and birds. Medical plants are found in abundance. It attracts tourists. It provides employment opportunities. It controls ecological balance, protects biodiversity, provides forest products, increases fertility of soil. Question number 37. What measures were taken to improve the status of women in India? This is also very important question. Several times they asked. The Ministry of Women and Child Welfare has been started. National and State Women's Commission have been established. Women Development Cooperation has been set up at state level. Reservation for women. Saki one-stop center started. Women Violence Protection Domestic Act 2005. Prohibition of Sexual Harassment of Women in Working Place Act 2013. In Karnataka, 50% of seats reserved for women in local self-governments. Women Helpline number 1091. Then Parliament has passed Nari Shakti Vandana Abhiyan Act giving 33% of a reservation to women in Lok Sabha and State Legislative Assembly. Women Education, Women Empowerment. Question main number 6. That's 38th question. In the outline of India, outline map of India provided to you, mark any 5 among the following. They given Coromandala Coast, Bhakra Nangal Project, Kandla Port, Jamshedpur River, Narmada, Guwahati and Bhadravati. Okay, then see those points. See here, it's a Bhakra Nangal project. Then here Kandla Port. Then it's Guwahati. Then here Jamshedpur River up Narmada. Then Bhadravati is here. Then Coromandala Coast. Okay, up to now we discussed 2025 state level preparatory social science question paper model key answers. Hopefully this question paper is very not hopefully, definitely this question paper is helpful to you. Not only this, whatever they released 4 model question papers and this question paper, this question paper helps to get you more than 60 marks in your annual exam. If you want to score out of 8 months, try to read all things. Last 10 years question paper I solved and kept in my playlist. Watch those also. If you are in passing package, you are in boundary, means go and watch my passing package related to English medium. Hopefully that's very short. Okay, 15 minutes, 10 to 12 clips I placed within a 2 hours. I think you can able to cover, and you can read 2 to 3 days continuously, means you can able to rememorize them. Okay, then rest of all things, other subjects also prepare well. Give more preference to whatever the tough subjects are there to them. Okay, and whatever the easiest subjects are there, give less time, and what your ambition, what you want to do, depend upon that. Now only concentrate on subjects. Thank you so much.